Okay, welcome to Forte and Goal. I'm here to give you all the winners and all the losers today. First week of the NFL season. I'm fired up. I'm sure you guys are as well. In fact, the games are about to kick off. I need to get this video done. I'm always doing things at the 12th hour. You get used to that with this channel. So let me be very brief and not give you too much additional information. Um, the the first game we have is the Titans hosting the Cardinals. Got to go Titans. I think they're a better team. I think they're also a better coach. Titans. Jaguars traveling to the Texans. I don't think I have to say anything about that. Jaguars, I got them. Vikings and Bengals. I think this will be a really good game. Nice matchup. I'm going to go Vikings because I do think that they're more ready to win. Also, they're better coached, and they have proven weapons, whereas the Bengals are still having to. They still have weapons that are developing. They're young weapons, and they're home. They do have that advantage. But I'm going to go Vikings. Seahawks traveling to the Colts. I don't have a lot of faith in Carson Wentz. I think he'll be a middle of the pack quarterback at best this season. I do believe in Russell Wilson. I have the Seahawks. Steelers against the Bills. Good, nice game. The Steelers, though, they need to be everything. They need to be the great defense that they were last season. They need to have a great running game, which they hope to have with Najee Harris. Roethlisberger has to stay healthy and still have arm strength and throw the ball down the field. He's got really good receivers. But it is a new offensive line going against one of the better defenses in the league against a high-powered offense away. So I'm going to take Bills all the way. 49ers, I think, are really going to overpower the Lions. Yeah, sure, they're going to be an improved team, the Lions, but the 49ers are healthy. They've got a really good roster, well-coached team. I expect them to win. Chargers traveling to Washington. The Washington football team is going to be fun to watch. I want to see how Fitztragic does, but I'm not sold on their offense being rejuvenated by Fitz or the weapons that they've got. I think that the Chargers defense is going to be up to the task. They're improved. They got Derwin James back. I also think their offense is improved. So I think that the Chargers can handle Washington even though they're away. So I'm going Chargers. Jets against the Panthers, nice matchup. But I'm going to take the Panthers with their roster versus the Jets with a few holes on their roster and a rookie. I do like Zach Wilson. I really think this kid can play. But I'm going to have to take the Panthers, the home team. You got the Eagles traveling to the Falcons, and I'm going to go with the Falcons. The Falcons, I think they've got a really high-powered offense, even minus Julio Jones. I do think that the Eagles' secondary still has holes. Not as much as it used to. I think the addition of Steve Nelson, really, really helps them. But their linebackers are the weakness, and I think tight ends are a strength of one of the strengths of the offense for the Falcons. So I think that's a tough matchup. I do think that the trenches will of course be important, and I think that's where the Eagles could potentially dominate. The running game might not be there for Atlanta, but they haven't had a running game for quite some time. So I do expect the Falcons to be able to pull this out, especially at home. And I also don't think that the Jalen Hurts thing is going to necessarily go so well, especially in the first game. The Browns at the Chiefs, this should be very interesting. I'm actually going to go with the Browns. I'm going to pick the upset in this game. I think they got close last year, and I think that they've improved a lot on the defense. There's a blueprint out there to how to beat the Chiefs, and I think that if you stick to that blueprint, if you can execute it, you have a chance to win. For all of the talent that Patrick Mahomes has, he loves to throw it downfield. He doesn't always settle for the checkdowns, and he tends to hold on to the ball. I think that's really going to hurt him, and I think Myles Garrett, for one, is going to be a terror in this game. I also think that the Browns secondary is going to be strong, and I think it's going to be hard for this well-coached team on both sides. I think it's going to be difficult for this well-coached team to actually beat the team, the talent that the Browns are bringing to the table. Whereas I feel like the Chiefs lack some talent. They're really well coached, but I think they're lacking some talent. So I'm going to go Browns to pick, for the upset. Packers against the Saints, I think that's pretty straightforward. I'm definitely going to go to the Packers here for a number of reasons. The Broncos against the Giants, that's a really good game, and I think there's some nice matchups there, particularly with the receivers versus the Giants' defensive backfield. This is going to be fun to watch, but and it's in New York. But I'm going to go Broncos because I do believe that the Broncos, also have a really talented defense. Saquon's not 100%. He probably won't get a full load. I'm going Broncos. Dolphins against the Patriots. I like this game. It's really going to be fun to watch, but I'm going to have to take the Dolphins because I do believe the Dolphins are well coached. I think Tua is, he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's, anything more than average. But, what's Mac Jones going to be? He's going to be average, and he's going to be playing against a defense that's equally as good as what the Patriots are putting on the field. And even though I give a slight advantage coaching-wise to Belichick, I do think that there's a lot to be said for the improvements that the Dolphins have made, and I think they can put it together. So I'm going to give them an upset chance to win this game. There's the Bears against the Rams in LA, and I'm going to go Rams in that game. I don't think the Bears with Dalton have a chance. And I still think, even if they had Fields, I think that this would be a real tough matchup for the Bears. Last but not least, Monday night gives us the Ravens traveling to the Raiders. And I am going to pick an upset here. I'm going to go Raiders. Raiders in that game. Reason being, I think the Ravens have gone through some turmoil with their running back situation. I think they're going to have a hard time establishing their run, and I know they need their run in order to win the game because they are a run-first team. I don't care what's been said about how they're going to have, Lamar passing the ball more. Even when he does pass, you're going to see that he still looks for Andrews. And I'm sorry, you're not going to beat many teams by basically just throwing to your tight end and only running. And you're missing your running backs, your top running backs. So I'm going to give, an improving Raiders team that's made some positive changes at home. I'm going to give them the advantage. I'm going Raiders. That's all I've got for this weekend. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, support me. Promise to get better and better and better, including better graphics and so forth. And I'll be dropping the season predictions. And just for the record, against the Cowboys and the Buccaneers, if you go back to my video there, I was almost spot on everything. So look for some of the, these things to come true for sure. Thank you.